Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet, you know. Very well then. Let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight of what you witnessed. Yes, Mr. Judge Man. Boy, this guy's really a sucker for sweet talk. Ha! It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. I was using my camera. Oh, you know, so, we are in the same thing now? Oh, yeah, good. Oh, no, this is another, like, thing. Okay. I was using my camera to take some pictures of the wild flowers, and I noticed that the two people are standing up the suspension bridge, suddenly they start fighting, blah, 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 and then we have this. Okay. So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Well, it's a narrow bridge, and it was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her. That seems to make sense. I wonder about that. Something seems kinda off. Does it now? You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why. If Terry Falls isn't a criminal... Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah. The victim, why do you think she tried to run away? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal. This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently. Quaggy? Why you? Why you? If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river. There's still something wrong with his testimony. Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? Okay, yeah, we have this, okay. Quaggy is like easily to pressure or weight. So it's like a... Yeah, it's like a... I can wait. Like an easy, like an easy prey to like yeet, I guess. An easy target to yeet. Good, we know that now. Yeet. She only got about 10 yards. Let's see. This is 5 yards, so 10 yards is... Oh no, half of the bridge, I guess. Yeet. Okay. So, what do I do here now? Roughly 9 meters, yeah. So these are new. Badge. These two are new. Again, I guess I know why this case takes like 500 hours, because this is like obnoxious. Like, please give me a hint, dude. Like, what the frig is going on? Like, can we like talk about stuff, like use stance. I don't know anything about this case. Like I have no investigation. I have no nothing. Please give me something, and don't let me poke around in the mud. Like this is ugh. This is ugh. So she only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. But where was she running to? To the right? I guess if she runs to the right, she would run off the bridge, right? So she has to like. Yeah. Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? But I just. Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse to say there were 2 contradictions. It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then she would have hit a dead end. Yeah, you said 10 yards, but you couldn't have run even 5, because Dusky Bridge is collapsed at that side. Yeah, blow her away with your objections. Get her. What does all this mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. It's charming. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court. Yes. Just a moment, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There is one major mistake in this diagram. What do you mean? What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. This is a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it, so you're saying... I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the accident. Oh my god, please! Oh god, that's ridiculous. You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. I love this game. Nah, that guy is good. Huh? What do you mean? He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright? The diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. What a coward. Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw, indeed. Alright, young lady, may I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? But it's so hard to go on. We're all on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry, just tell us what you saw. Woohoo, I'm crying! Yes, sir. Crocodile's tears. Yeet her! Yeet her and her butterflies! Running from the crime. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on the top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult. But sir, I'm still shaken up. If you accept this testimony as it is, we're finished. Don't say that. Well, maybe I'll stop off at my favorite coffee on the way home. They make a real great mocha latte. Try isn't over yet. Ah, that's what I like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye, cross-examination, please. The condition is the contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. Should we attack? Should we attack button now? These blue butterflies remind me of Persona or Hollow Knight. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes. Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember where they were on the narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that? Contradiction is like, well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly. Oh, he can do that! He can do that! He's in fucking chains! Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share with the rest of us. Yeah. Like, he is in chains. Can he carry someone then? Guess not. But I guess if I do this now, I press it and this like, oh no, this is not possible because you're stupid. So should I press the freaking photo or should I press the man himself? I press the man himself. Objection. It's not objection. This is not, you know. It's okay. I try the photo next, and then I load this. Objection. Nope. I guess he was not in chains then. Because he has like this huge, like, I don't know, chains and ball around his freaking handcuffs and his legs, but I guess it doesn't count. So he's totally movable and he has not this weight to carry as, you know, it's good. Like, what? Maybe it's this, huh? Personally witnessed that. Yes. Did anything strange happen when you did that? Well, I didn't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off. You mean this scarf? The words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem. Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Or actually, maybe she did. Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that wasn't the case, her coat would have been all muddy. If you don't mind, I was asking the witness. No need to be so rude. Well, young lady, of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could. Ah, we're one step too slow. And then, what did the defendant... Yeah. And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body? Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform, but as for his face... So you're saying you didn't get a clear look at this face? Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw. It's excellent. You're a remarkable, honest young lady. Yeah, why just throw her down the bridge? Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, maybe I should do this, huh? It's the only way he could have it hidden, so let's try to do this. Yeah. A killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for the purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eager River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. I guess. Maybe, maybe not, maybe stupid. Order! I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Fay, but I must admit it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the water. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Fay would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the way of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. Yeah, you get a stamp. You get a stamp down. If you like go with 2 people on top of the mountain, there's like a booth down on the mountain. Like when you like go for a hike, down at the booth. And if you enter this, if you know pass the booth with 2 people and come back alone, you get a stamp. And if you get 10 stamps, you get a free sundae. Yes. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Fay, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Alright, I do my best. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, we have to call the police. And so that's when you called the police. You're sure that you saw all that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain. Why do you say that it's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains? Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but the mountains is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There is also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know, those monks, they just love cold, isolated places. I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes. Okay, there's more contradiction here. The killer broke into the car trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. Why did he break in this? I mean, if you steal a car, I would assume you have the keys too, right? Like, there was a couple sitting inside the freaking, you know, car, so I guess they like Okay. I would think this is a contradiction too. Like, why would you break into the car you just stole? But I guess not. Or take the take the car from the freaking like victim. She must have keys, right? Can she even see the car? Oh, she can't. Oh, I see. Oh, I guess this statement is then... Oh! I love this. Common sense, not in this game. I didn't want that. Oh, I wanted to look at the photo. God, I wanted to look at the photo. God damn it. I guess I can't I guess I can show it on the map for some weird reason. Because, you know, I can't words, I guess, again. I can't words. Like, my girlfriend is right. She's like, again, when we look at this, she said it was like here, behind the... Maybe it's a statement about only specify what I saw. Yeah, I tried that. And it's... Yeah, we can try it again. I guess I tried that. Yeah, I tried that. It's like... Again, this game lacks clearly words. Like, why... Yeah, I overlooked the fact this is true, and it's true that she can't see that, but oh my god, please use words, game. Like, what is it then? Maybe this one. Oh, yeah, I tried this 3 times. I tried this. Am I crazy? I tried that. Right? We were talking about the car, and I tried this, right? Am I crazy? This is why I was like struggling with this. I tried, yeah, first I tried the, yeah, the testify what I saw thing, and then I tried this statement. And then I tried the statements before that, and now I'm, it's okay. It's okay. It's, I guess I didn't do it then. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Maybe I slipped on the evidence. On what? Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? Yes, and... It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim you have taken the photo from, the day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you try to see the car. This outcropping of rocks is directly in the way. I'm confused. I'm so lost in this case, dude. That's right, Miss Foster. I'm so sorry, but I'm tired, and I'm tired from this I'm tired from this nonsense logic in this game. This is, I guess, when I say what is bad about this game, It is bad that the game is not thinking with you, like not even a slight bit. Again, I would have like a point system, would be more fun to like, yo, you know, it's not the perfect evidence for this, but and we know what you mean in general. So, you know. From where you are standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. Like David said, like, yo, to do the testify, I should only talk what you saw, and then yeah, you should talk about what you see because you couldn't see. Like, but no, we can't do that. You could have possibly seen the killer's car. Yeah. I admit that the diagrams show a large outcropping of rocks, but it was not there. It was like raised from God recently. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see this car just fine. I'm so sorry, but that doesn't. But that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but still you claim to have been able to see the killer's car. Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this? You know, Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in the stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. Convicted? I don't know. But she was repeatedly warned before starting a testimony. She was told to testify only what she saw with her own eyes. Judge? What is it? I think I must have remembered things wrong. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that. Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed, quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair. Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando, don't look back until the trial is over. Now's the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten, you need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. The killer broke into the trunk's car. So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the car? Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness? Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the truck lid. I'm certain there were scratch marks from when he broke into it. What? Let me see that photo. It's true, there certainly looks like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? No! She couldn't see this! Like, do we have to talk about this again? Like, she couldn't see that. Melissa Foster. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in the field taking photos of wildflowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get the chance to see those scratches? Finally, I finally got her. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Fay explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... She's the owner of the car? No. She put the corpse in herself? Let's go! There's only one way that the witness had this chance to see those scratches. Yes? What is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hit the body of the truck of that car was... Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never... She'd never do something like this. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't the man in the prison grab. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at the red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh, I see. I see. This is how cars work. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. Preposterous. To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how did you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know that at the time she was taking photographs. Are we talking about this really now? Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. It has a timer function. Let's take another look at the camera and see what feature this has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Fay? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed. Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly, she was not in the field. Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident, I guess, in the car? Naturally, the witness was here, I think. In that spot where the defendant's car was? Yes, she had to put the body in the trunk before the defendant returned. You don't mind if I ask one teeny-weeny question, do you, Miss Fay? If she put the body in the trunk at the time, as you suggest, that must mean that Very Hawthorne was already dead at this point, correct? Indeed. Please take a look at the top of the dusky bridge. It certainly looks to me like the victim is still alive, am I mistaken? Oh no, it's impersonating her! Oh no, it's impersonating her! If Very Hawthorne was already dead, then who is this? The mountain is famous for spirits, so maybe you think it was the ghost of the victim. Well, it could have been a spirit ride. Miss Faye, don't waste... Oh my god, foolish! Yeah, she lured him over. Okay, yeah. But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order, Miss Faye. What on earth, Your Honor, if I may? After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine? Yeah. Of course, Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that kills her, Terry Falls. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not very Hawthorne. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. What? It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not very Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? It's me! Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in the federal, in the prison thing. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof? I've got it right here. I guess it's the freaking note. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. So, to be clear here, I didn't present the scarf, I presented the note. So I could have presented the scarf too, and the game would like be, okay, this is cool. But sometimes it's like, no, I'm not thinking, nope. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear the scarf to identify her. It's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like the ass, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Miss Melissa Foster? Okay, good. She dead now. Collapsed. Even better. Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the truck and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? Well, isn't it obvious? She's the real culprit. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Very well, this court is in recess. So this is like halfway through the course now? God damn it, this takes ages. I am so sorry, but this case is... I don't know if this is interesting or not. I don't know, like... I think the first case was interesting with, like, Phoenix's past. But now to get again with the Hearthstone ladies, and yet again get me like a tutorial thing, I don't know if this is really interesting or not. So for now I'm like, nope, this is not for me. Maybe there's a twist, but I don't know. And we know about this case that we lose this case, right? We know that we lose this case, I guess. It's a false. I'm sorry, I want to say thanks. You're really good, you really hooked me up. Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we got to get past. Obstacle, yeah. Motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information, right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill anyone. I'll never lie. It's the faults in that case. Tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay, I trust you. That day 5 years ago, I dreamt of it every day. This picture reminds me. It reminds me everything. Bridge looks same, just like then 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Ah, sorry buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute. It's true, I did. I did kidnap her 5 years ago. I kidnapped my girlfriend. Dahlia Hawthorne. Girlfriend, huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne. Valerie's little sister. Are you serious? A girl. Let her go. Okay. So nobody did fall into the river then, huh? I guess. The detective back then was very Hawthorne. At first, I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong. No protect sister. Valerie betrayed me, betrayed us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything, all lies, all make-believe. Kidnapping too. Make-believe kidnapping. Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel. Did he actually say my teen angel? He seemed to be many. He seemed one too many soap operas. I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says. Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too. Valerie was on it too. Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We get one jewel, that's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note we sent to her dad. Ask for $2 million diamond. tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer cause she new detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright? In the end, you are planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman... That woman Valerie, she do it for real. She shot at me for real, me and Dahlia. I was shot in arm. Dahlia, she jumped in river. Jump. You don't mean she jumped on purpose? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you call her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like. So I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her, just ask why. Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answer come from her mouth, that's all. That's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, zebra boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls. Where is it? Huh? Where's what? Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now. Did you give it back to Pops? The police take it? I don't know. Huh? You don't know? Oh, really? I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia. With Dahlia? That day on the bridge. Dahlia put it in a backpack. What did you think so far? It's not a good case. It's not a good case. It's not a good case. I'm sorry to disappoint, but this is not a good case. No, gone was Dahlia, gone forever. This is like the weakest case so far, I guess. In terms of character development. I was like interested in like a shorter story, but I was not interested in another tutorial case, I guess. Into Eagle River. Why is it not good? It's a tutorial case again. It's like you can't get investigations going. Everything you do is like poking around. It's like point and click on something, and it will happen something or not. We basically know we basically know the case, because in the first case of the game, when we had the Phoenix defendant thing going on, she was talking about that she saw Dahlia Hawthorne in court once before, and she had a trial 1 year before the trial with Phoenix that was very hard. And she was not going to court again. So I guess this is this trial, because she is the new one. So again, we basically know all about this case. So I'm not interested in it at all. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care at all. It brings nothing for character development. Besides, we know how Mr. Go-Do is now, because it's obvious the same guy. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now. We're about ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? This is the same complaint I had about the last case from game 2. Like, this all about, yeah, you have to find out the truth on court. But we established that in the first game, in the last case, in the special case, because this made Edgeworth disappear and search for his reason to be prosecutor, and the reason was Phoenix got him there because he had the perfect record before, that it was to find the truth on court. So we basically had a rerun there again on the solution, and this feels like the same thing. So I feel like this is like a, you know, it doesn't provide new information. The case itself is okay, cool, because Dahlia Hearthstone is maybe a cold blood killer. It's cool, but again, does not provide new information. And we know that Dahlia Hearthstone is a criminal, a cold-hearted criminal, because she like poisoned someone, and she was about to poison Phoenix, and she killed the Dowgie person. So never found her, my sweet Dahlia. Never found her. Followed by a river, gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. Teen angel. How old was she anyway? Just 14. 14? I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds. She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into a river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man, angels these days. Yeah, this is true. And Dahlia was never seen again. Except like 7 years later in court. Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a time kitten? Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeves now. I wonder if any of that will change later on. You mean that she's like a cold-hearted killer? I guess it will not change. She is a cold-hearted killer. And I again, my point on the case will not change, because again, we know that like Mia will lose this case, basically. Bet. Diamond added to the court record. The training wheels came off now, Mia. You've got to strike with the iron while the iron is hot. Let's go. That's one of my rules, remember it. He has rules now? Good. Go. I'm not sure how long this is, like, how long this is going on more. Like, I guess we're going for her real identity now, and then we're going for the reason why she killed her. Again, motive, and then it's it, right? Now, the story is not bad, but again, it doesn't provide new character building. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor, I try my best. You're a brave young lady. This again. I can understand the defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on the innocent student is... I'm not sure if I can, like, get my client off the hook, because he is sentenced to death. So, if we declare him innocent here, he is still sentenced to death in the other case. I mean, yes, now when we, like, have all these informations, oh my god, we can, like, clear his name entirely, maybe. But, you know... However, to try to pin the crime, blah 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 blah, yeah. What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed the violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? This is the other, like, interesting thing in this case. Why would she kill her own sister? But even this, like, again, she's a cold-hearted, cold-blooded murderer. A psychopath, so... I don't care. It's certainly hard to... her image will not change. You know? Like, she is still a cold-hearted murderer. It will not change. Oh, she's like a more cold-blooded. It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. A motive, huh? I figure that's what I had to establish next. Yeah. Do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course, I think. Huh, you're still acting as tame as a kitten. Mr. Amando. Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. So she has this... Oh, she has this voice line from him, good. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots in the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like this. Like that. Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge? Judge, of course. Mr. Judge is ready any time you like. I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted to, Mr. Judge, you know that it's not true. I'm curious to see you play the case then? What do you mean? I see, you're such an honest and upstanding young lady. It looks like the witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights up right. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. I'm curious why she has something to say in the first place. Her history. Okay. I was out in the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer, holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago, or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Oh, what my thoughts on this will be? We will find out, I guess. But again, I don't know what this case want from me to provide to, you know, this is not a case that is interesting because of the case itself. I guess the people or the producers or the devs want to give me thoughts and emotions about certain characters, but I feel like I already have those thoughts, so I don't know what will change now, because out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow I have to tie her to this case. Okay. I have to tie her to this case. I guess this is the thing I have to press everything now. Huh? Let's go. So what country were you living in then? We were all living aboard, but after my parents were killed, it was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. I lost everything and didn't even have any personal identification. What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? Yes. Press her. Press everything. Witness. Answer my question. I even repeat it for you. What country were you in? Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we are here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this case. I've lived aboard ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Falls or Detective Hearththorne. Let's go. No time to waste. You didn't know either person. Are you certain of this? Of that? Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people. Well, that can't be helped. Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth? The first time I saw either of them was the first time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct? Yes. It really was a coincidence. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. Don't look like much of a hiker to me. But you do look like a digger of sorts. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from where from here and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess. Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college? Oh, the prosecution objects. Private life. No matter. Okay, we don't answer this. Good. I have a question. I have a question for this case again. We just learned, and in theory, everyone should have learned, when the case was like 5 years ago, that Dahlia died. Why should she write down that she had to talk to Dahlia? Why should we not talk about this? Why is this nowhere near a question for anyone in court? Like, am I stupid? Are they stupid? Like, she is declared dead for sure because, you know, she was thrown off the bridge, never saw again. You know that? By the defendant. He killed her. So why should she be alive? And why should I talk to her? I hate this. See? My god. Like... It would be more... It would be better when this, like, talk to blah 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 would be, like, more mysterious, you know? Talk to... a person or whatever. She writes this down in the freaking precinct from the police and she's like, yup, I'm doing this now. I'm telling everyone who's reading my notes that my sister isn't dead. Good. What? Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the truck on the car. Well, that's... Unfortunately, Miss Fay, your last statement proves nothing. Oh, really? And why is that? A witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at the time an officer showed her this photo. That seems like a rather serious mistake. Huh, that's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book. It's not fair. That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. What? A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful. The client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client? He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Flores is kind of forgetful. Press harder. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, that he probably would have tried to kill me? That's true. He's certainly a bitter man. It's bad. Mr. Fall's reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Something... I would add to the testimony, yeah. Your Honor, what the witness just said now was tremendously important. I'd like to add it to the official testimony. Let's go. Prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and mentally unbalanced man at that. The testimony only helps to further prove that point. Okay. Irrelevant. What do you mean by lucky? Well, it's February now, everyone is wearing scarves. If I had accidentally worn a white scarf like you said, then you yourself might have been killed. That would have been a terrible loss for the world. Huh. Looks like you pressed too hard this time, kitten. Sir Mando, keep looking around you. Keep looking around you, and you're going to lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk. You knew about that incident? But weren't you out of the country until the year before last? Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about this whole history. So you were still living abroad 5 years ago. Is that right? Yes. I can't let her get away with these lies. Listen to me. She's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow, you're just going to have to get her to show the court her true self. Okay, let's try that. Am I live or am I not live? Am I live? I hope I'm still live, but I think my chat just broke on us. I mean, the whole day was like, Twitch was super acting up in viewership and all that crap. So, I don't know if I'm still live or not. Like, I try something real quick because my girlfriend said like, there's something weird. And maybe I should like check this. I go on Twitch myself too, not on my channel, but to see. No, everything is working fine on my end. Everything just works fine on my end, so it has to be Twitch, right? So I can't read chat right now, I guess? I try to refresh it. Let's see. Give me a second here. I don't know how exactly. Yeah, chat error. Yeah, I see that, you moron. But chat list is also empty? What is going on right now? Can I like reset this? I don't know. I just move on and pretend that everything is fine? It's okay, because I guess I'm live, so because you can see me fine. Let's see. So I guess I get no hints right now. Holding a grudge and killing the officer. Guess I was lucky. I wasn't wearing a scarf. No, what? Okay, I try to press everything again because maybe it will unlock something new. I guess not. I went there man with the college hiking club, so this is like not going anywhere. You don't have a reason. Okay, I have no idea. Like, this is the sort of stuff I don't like about this. Like, I have no idea. Like, we're talking about her past now? Cool. But this gem is not a contradiction, right? So she was not wearing a scarf, we know that. And we don't... You know, because she has no... Like... Because we, you know... Don't know where she... who she is, we can, like, do nothing against this to, like, prove anything. Until I entered the college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before. So, yeah, I guess. But what, you know, what should I say about this? Nothing, I guess. You didn't know either the victim or the defendant. This is true, too. Because, you know, he didn't knew. She doesn't knew. This, I can press this. I don't know, like, give me a hint then. It's something about the scarf. Should I present the freaking, like, photo again? Because there is no scarf in the photo, but this is like, we cleared this. It's something about the scarf. Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification. I really love the black and white photos. I really love the black and white photos. So, you know, this scarf is okay enough to as an identification. I can't, like, read that then. It's okay. As an identification. But at the same time, they say this is a white scarf now. It's hard to see in this photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification. Are you talking about the scarf right here, eh? Yes, that's it. The scarf the police woman was wearing.